All right, hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to do this video because this weekend, Halloween is coming up, and a lot of people, they ask about, do you celebrate it? What do you think of it and all this stuff? And I thought it would be appropriate just to give just my thoughts and some context. And I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not here to tell people, what to do, what you shouldn't do. But you have to realize something, and that is that we are living in a spiritual world. And what that means is that there is a battle of good versus evil. There are portals, there are methods and ways that Satan as well as God uses to be able to touch people. We only see things in the physical, and we see, harmless, innocent things. But a lot of times those things can be possessed or influenced or demonically touched, and you have to be aware of those things. And so you may, if you know where I'm going with this, you may just think, oh, brother, whatever. But it is very important because a lot of us, time and time again, we say we're Christian, we say that, we want to love God, we want to be spiritual, but you have to be very careful with how you perceive the world around you, how you interact with the world around you, and how you allow yourself to be open to spiritual, demonic influence and attack. And we think it's no big deal. We think it's just innocent. We think we're doing it for, the sake of, XYZ, for our neighbor, to love other people, to be included, to be inclusive and all this stuff. But you have to remember that the sensitivity to spiritual attack, to attachment, to opening yourself up to portals and all these different things, it's very real. And though you don't see it, and though you don't think you're affected by it, you have to be cognizant of it. And so that's what how I want to approach this. I don't want you to, go be, ignorant and not do something or whatever it is. But what you do and how you act and how you open yourself up, your house, and, what you do with people, how you interact with people is troubling in the spiritual sense. And so I know some people, they say, oh, I can just give out, certain things and it's okay, whatnot. So if you choose to, my rule of thumb is if you choose to engage in anything, you're fighting, you're fighting with the same weapon that you're fighting against them with, right? And so it's almost like an eye for an eye. And if they're coming at you with costumes and all this stuff, you have to fight in the spiritual sense with either, removing yourself completely from it or with things that are holy. And so you can always attack and use things that are holy. And so if you, for instance, dress up in some way and you want to dress up like an angel or something that's very obviously against the culture of these things, that could be something you can consider. If you open your door up to, trick-or-treaters or whatnot, right? I know people, and I think even this is okay, you open your house, but you give them something like Bible verses. You don't engage in the actual acceptance of the culture and, the demonic influence of this holiday. And again, of many holidays in the year, Halloween is one of, if not the worst in terms of demonic and spiritual attack. And so you got to be aware that when you open yourself up, when you engage in activities, it opens your spiritual portal in a sense to these other things. And so you don't want to open that up for your household, for yourself, and all the other things. And so be very careful, right? Be very careful how you engage, what you do, because as much as you think you're strong and you're okay and whatnot, it's more than your perception and how you engage and how you interact, how you get influenced by demonic activity. It's more that you're opening yourself up and you're cultivating and you're facilitating demonic activity and all these different things. And so you're kind of fanning the flame, so to speak, with culture and whatnot. And so again, if you believe in total abstinence, for me, I'm right there with you. I'm trying to close myself off so I don't have any issue with this. But if you think you're fighting, with the same weapon that they're fighting against you, then, in some sense, you have to use and exercise big wisdom. I know there's people that evangelize on that day. They go around, they walk and talk to people and evangelize and all this stuff. And so, again, I'm just bringing this to your attention in the sense that as a brother, be very careful, be aware, be cognizant. A lot of things happen on a weekend like this. If you celebrate it, I would, just lovingly warn you and caution what you're doing. And so if you do it at your church, if you do dress ups and people come in with, attire that is not, holy, that's not good, right? And so, again, this is something that is, if it's like a festival of some sort, it's been taken over the years and through culture and twisted and has been perverted into this wicked and demonic sort of activity. And so same goes for anything that you do. You can always pervert something. You can always make something fleshly, worldly, and not of God. And so you just got to be aware of that and how heavy this has come this holiday. And so, again, be cautious, stay prayed up, and be aware. So God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.